When it comes to practicality per pound, the Hyundai ix20 is one car where space certainly isn't at a premium. Now, if you follow me around here, I'll show you why. For starters, the boot is absolutely massive. I mean, there's easily enough room for all your family's paraphernalia in there. And if you need to carry some shopping, you can raise at the boot floor and store softer items underneath so they don't get crushed. If you want to carry large items, then just fold the rear seats down. As you can see, they lie completely flat. It's very easy to get into the back of this Hyundai because the doors open nice and wide. Now I'll just put these seat backs up to show you how much room there is. Probably thinking there's not much, but I can slide the bases backwards and even recline the backs. Now I'll just do this to my seat as well, and you'll see that I've actually got quite a bit of room. I'm 5'11" and knee and headroom is pretty decent, and that's even though these rear chairs are slightly higher than the ones in the front to help give kids a good view out. Here in the front, the ix20 is pretty stylish. I like the design of the instruments and the novel layout of the heater controls. It all feels well screwed together as well. Obviously, being a Hyundai, equipment is generous. All cars come with air conditioning and a USB interface so you can listen to music direct off a flash drive. As for standard safety kit, there's front, side and curtain airbags, ISOFIX fittings for 2 child seats and also ESP anti-skid control. The ix20 is really easy to drive in town. For starters, it doesn't feel too big. The controls are all nice and light. The raised driving position gives you a good view of the road ahead, and there's good all-round visibility. And that little quarter light means there's not much of a blind spot when pulling out at junctions. This Hyundai is also pretty good for long journeys. I mean, the seats, they're nice and comfortable. The suspension, supple, does a good job of ironing out bumps in the road, and overall, it's generally quiet. That is, so long as you don't go for the diesel version, because it's a little bit rattly. That brings me on to this car's downsides. And one is the steering, and the fact that the car rolls a little bit in corners means it's not much fun to drive. And before you say, Matthew, what do you expect? It's a small MPV. I have 2 words for you: Nissan Note. As for other problems, well, all the plastics in the cabin feel a little bit cheap. For an MPV, there aren't really many stowage cubbies. The side door bins are pretty small, and the glove box has an annoying shelf in it which you can't even fit the car's manual in. And then on this range-topping version, the panoramic sunroof, the blinds are manually operated, which means you can't reach the one in the back from the driver's seat. Why the heck didn't they just make it electric? But is all this really enough to put you off? After all, when you consider how spacious this car is and what you get for your money, overall, it's a cracking choice for families. Plus, I think it's a really good looking motor.